Used to love watching natural hair YouTubers, and I used to see them do protective style challenges all the time, and it was all for 6 months. I want to go through some rules that we're going to follow while we're on the challenge. Although there are rules, I do want to remind you that throughout this process, I want you to enjoy it and really learn more about your hair. The reason why we're doing this protective style challenge is, just speaking from our own experience, I tend to have a lot of breakage in my hair. I've had natural hair for quite some time, yet I've been stuck with the same afro for such a long time. And so I said to myself, okay, there's obviously something wrong that I'm doing. And so that's why I really want to do this challenge, just to retain length. Another part is that we also get to learn to take better care of our hair. We can develop better hair practices, as well as in the process we learn to love our hair, because there's been so many times that I've thought about, okay, do I want to relax my hair, because things just felt very difficult for me, to say the least. So those are the whys for this challenge. The next 4 rules are mandatory. You have to do these in order to start the challenge. The first one is to trim your hair. Okay, so you can decide whether you want to trim your hair first or wash your hair first. It doesn't matter. Because when we start the challenge, we don't want to start with split ends and dead ends. You need to wash your hair because we need to start on clean hair. Then we have to measure our hair, because the goal is also to see how much length we can retain. So we want to know how long our hair was before the challenge, so that we can compare it to how long it is after the challenge. Then next you have to pick your protective style. Mine is going to be mini twists, and then you guys can decide which protective style you want to do. So those are the mandatory rules. Next rules are going to be very flexible. You can customize it depending on how you want to take care of your hair. But what I'm going to be doing for the next 6 months is that I'm going to wash my hair once a month. I'm going to then deep condition my hair once a month, and then I'll alternate the deep conditioner with a protein treatment. So for example, in September, I'll start with a deep conditioner, then October, protein conditioner, November, deep, and then etc. until the end of the 6 months. Then after I've washed my hair, I'm going to go in with what is called the loco method. The loco method is when you moisturize your hair you can say it's in 4 phases. So the L stands for liquid. That will be a leave-in conditioner or just plain water. Then once you put that in your hair, you seal it in with an oil. Then you seal it in with the cream. And then to end it off, you seal it in with an oil. So those will be my wash day rules. Then lastly, the products that I'm going to use is that I'm going to use all of Rare Beauty's products except for their shampoo. I've decided that I'm going to use the Organics Aloe Shampoo. I'm starting this on the 11th of September till the 11th of March. You can decide to start whenever you want, but the time that you do start, just make sure that you do it for the next 6 months. Throughout the process, guys, watch how your hair reacts even within a month. If you feel like your hair is dry and you need to moisturize more than once a week, then do that. If you feel like you need to wash it more than once a month, then do that. Really learn to listen to your hair and watch what your hair does, check how your hair feels, and then modify your routine how you need to, depending on how your hair reacts. Try to stick with 6 months. If it's 2 months, that's okay. If it's 4 months or 3 months, that's okay. But try to make it for 6 months. One last tip, guys, do not ever during the challenge measure your hair. Do not measure your hair. The only time measuring your hair is in the beginning and then at the end of the challenge. Bye, guys.